Hey you guys, welcome back. My name is Leah, and this channel is all about providing you with the inside scoop on what it's like to be a PRN med-surg nurse. So if you are a nurse or aspiring to be a nurse, this channel is for you. So do yourself a favor and hit the subscribe button so you can be a part of the Nurse Collective family. And let's get into today's video. Hey you guys, so I'm back at another shift I picked up today, of course, but I like to begin my shifts doing the same thing all the time. I clock in at the time clock, I put my belongings in my special little area that I keep my stuff in, I go to the front to figure out who I have as far as patient-wise, then I get report. Once I get report, I check on my patients, I come back immediately, go to the cardiac monitor or the telemetry monitor and see who's on tele, record their rhythms, and then I basically go back into the system and try to figure out more information that I didn't get when I first came in. And then it's time to do what I came to work to do, to pass meds. Now, in a perfect world, what I just explained could go the same way every shift, but we're not in a perfect world and things don't always go as you plan. So there are times when I'm not able to chart my full head to toe assessment. There are times when I'm interrupted because of things are happening. You have a low blood pressure or a low blood sugar, or things are going on. Maybe your patient is irate and screaming and they are being combative. So you have to find interventions to calm them down. So a lot does happen. And so I value this time of sitting in the corner, being to myself and finding an area where I can just basically go into the chart, review some consult notes, maybe from people, that I didn't get a chance to look at from doctors to help me understand really what's going on with my patients. Because again, I work night shift and I don't get a chance to actually talk to the doctors. So I have to really rely on the notes and the consult notes that are in the notes section. We use Epic in my hospital. And so this is what I'm doing. And then also making sure that I'm charting correctly, or if I need to put in a personal note, that I'm putting it in. I try to go away from the floor as much as I can, and just to get away so I can focus. And then once I am done and I'm at a good place, then I go back to a general area where my patients are so that I can help the CNA answer call lights and things of that sort. So just a word of advice, if you feel as a nurse that a lot is going on or people just are talking and you can't really focus, it's okay to take a moment to just go to a place where you are alone and chart. Don't let anyone make you feel bad about that, because oftentimes you can make mistakes if people are trying to talk to you. And a lot of people always want to talk, y'all, at work. I don't know what it is, even at night shift. And I understand people want to stay awake, but I need my time to focus. I need to get my work done and I need to chart. There's one thing that I have not understood is that I see some nurses that are staying an hour and two after like their shift and are charting, and I'm thinking, why is that the case? Maybe because they're talking, maybe because they're not focused. And y'all, I don't play about my 12 hours. If I'm there for 12 hours, I should have everything done. Not saying, some things are going to happen, you're going to have a cold, but I value my time and I'm not staying after because I have a family to go home to. So that's why I'm never a nurse that is staying late and charting, because I'm doing what I need to do in the 12 hours that I am there. Okay. So just to be transparent, nursing requires you to delegate tasks. And I'm not going to lie, a lot of times I can't delegate tasks as far as sending my labs down. So I walk them down myself. I haven't had a chance to really work out like I want to because I'm scared that I'm going to lose more weight. But I'm on the third floor dropping off labs. And I thought, how about I take the steps to the 8th floor? So we're going to see how I am after I take this little workout. Wakes me up anyway, so. Are there things you guys do if you work night shift to help you stay awake? For me, it's walking around, it's talking to other nurses, going to other places. My body, as soon as I stop going up the steps, was like, what are you doing? We don't go up the steps. All right, I have a new patient coming, and One thing that I do when a new patient comes, I look up everything that I need to look up before they even give me a report. And I also go to manage orders and sign and held orders to look up the orders that will be available and active when they get to my floor, so that I can set up if they need tele, oxygen, all these things. So that's what I'm doing now. And I'm also setting up the room, getting supplies, because sometimes on my floor the PCAs just neglect getting supplies. So I like to make sure everything is in the room so I can do my assessment and everything and just get in and get out. I've been doing admissions for so long that I already know what my people are going to ask for when they get there. The room is going to be cold, so they're going to want blankets. I know they're going to need a gown, so I'm bringing the gowns. I know they're going to need an extra stethoscope because maybe they're in contact precautions. So you guys, when I look at my notes for the people that are coming, I actually go and get the supplies that are needed. So once I walk into the room, I'm not going in and out. And this is why I think that I don't mind getting admissions, because I was an orthopedic nurse for 2 years and I was constantly getting admissions, constantly discharging people, that now it's just like second nature. And so I really do take my time to set up my room so that things are as easy as it can be. Again, things may arise with my other patients, but at least my admission is set and I can walk in the room and give them everything they need and they can go to sleep, because again, I'm working night shift. A lot of them are coming at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning, and they've been sitting in the ED for 6 to 8 hours probably. So I wanted to go as smooth and as easy as possible. So I spend a lot of time doing this. I am a neat freak, so I make sure the room is clean. Yes, the room has been clean, but sometimes they're leaving extra IV pumps in the room, just a whole bunch of things that I just personally do not like. So this is what I'm doing. So I just got to work literally about 40 minutes ago, and I have received a report on my patient. I have did an assessment, and now I'm basically restocking the unit with supplies and cleaning up, because I think if you start on a good organized slate, everything will be well. So that's what I'm doing. As a charge nurse, you play so many different roles, you guys. You're doing so much. But one thing that I actually do like is that when I'm charged, I have time to organize and clean like I want. I know it's funny, but I do. I have time to do the things that help my other nurses have a smoother shift, like putting flushes in the drawer, you know? So it's about 1:57 on Wednesday morning, and I am charged on this lovely night, and I have not had time to really document anything, because once you are charged, or when you are charged, the whole floor is really your responsibility. So you can't really just be focus on your patient to be selfish. So I have to help out a lot of people. But right now I am getting ready to pull some meds for a patient who wants sleeping meds, has a feeding tube, so I have to crush them up and put them in there. It's not my patient, but when patient calls out and a patient or a nurse is on break, you're responsible for doing that. And so I can't be selfish, even though you shouldn't be selfish when you have your patients, but I have to basically help other people. So yeah, this is what my day includes. Helping people if they have admissions. I help someone change the dressing, just making sure we have enough nurses and staff to cover the floor, because we wind up having like 6 open beds, and then we actually are full now. So making sure we know, the supervisor knows where we are and if we need staffing. So yeah, I made it through the end of the shift. I am sighing, y'all, really big, because it was a rough shift. Just having to be helpful to everybody sometimes can, be draining to you. But sitting here waiting for the nurse to come so I can give a report and I can go home and I can sleep and not having to worry about anybody, that is pure joy. Okay? So you guys, I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I'll see you guys in my next video.